with Hannity last night about the same exact thing that myself and Gavin McInnes were talking about. And they and Bongino, who is supposed to be in charge of all this shit, pretty much had the same answer me and Gavin had. Don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Watch this. It's frightening.
And I know you all to be honorable people. My sources have repeatedly told me that they can barely sleep at night, that if the average American knew how bad it was, they'd be shocked to their inner core.
We do
know. Is that true?
Yeah. By the way, if you call me sir, I'll start looking for my dad. So let's not start that anytime soon, Sean. But I appreciate it. I'm just trying to lighten it up because your question's so serious. But the premise of your question is 100% accurate. The threat picture now for the United States is dramatic, and I really appreciate we have a president, an attorney general, and FBI director who take those threats seriously. I mean, you name it, Sean. You ask me what's the biggest threat right now. People say, well, what keeps you up at night? Well, the answer is that I'd never sleep if I thought about this stuff all the time, but it all keeps me up at night. The drone threat. This is a perilous, acute threat. It's not here tomorrow. It's here today. Everybody saw what happened in Russia. It's only a matter of time if we don't take action, which I promise you, the Attorney General and the Director and I are taking action on this threat. It is here right now. You've got the threat of AI, alignment there. You've got the threat of China, infiltration into our systems. It's been publicly reported. You've seen it. When you get the President's Daily Brief every morning, like the Director and I do, for this half an hour block we get, it's the first thing we do. You know, Sean, you walk out of there and you're like, somebody go get me a cup of coffee. I mean, this is really, I need a coffee relaxes me a little bit because you go out of there, your blood pressure's through the roof. It's so many different things to action. And one last thing, when you combine that with the Director and our priority, which is reform. Without reform, we're not going to have anything because the American people won't trust us. They will not trust us. And after what happened, I don't blame them for that mistrust. You combine that and layer it on. We got a big job.
You could call it there. Boy, that sounds promising, doesn't it? That was exactly what Gavin and myself were addressing on yesterday's show. But we are, a terrible racist shock jock and a horrible, literally Hitler guy. That's the guy that's in charge of the shit. That's the deputy director of the FBI saying, hey, I can't sleep at night. I get these morning fucking briefings and I'm like, we are fucked. The threat is here now today. And if we don't do something about it, don't do something about it. What are you talking to Hannity then? Why aren't you all locked in a room trying to figure this shit out? Because that's the reality of it. They're not building these weapons to someday use them again. They all have these weapons. And even he's saying it's just a matter of time. You don't need giant aircraft to crash into buildings. You don't need missiles. A shitload of drones. And they don't even have to be that technologically advanced. They're strapping the heads of RPGs on these things. And then all they have to do is fall out of the sky. You could drive them to where they're going. If you want to hit a target accurately, you could drive it right into it. Or you could have a shitload of these things, spread them out, and then just turn them off. And let them fall out of the sky like 100,000 bombs falling wherever, at whatever spread you want. You want 100,000 drones in a 1 mile radius, a 5 mile radius, depending on what you're hitting. It's doable. It's completely doable. And it seems now, hearing from the great Dan Bon Jovi, that we are fucked. Yes, sir. We are fucked. So sleep well. Sleep tight. Here, this was kind of